Real life story. I went down from benching 225 for reps to 185.
To boost activation even further, you want to apply something called the mind-to-muscle connection.
Now this applies for every muscle, right? The easiest one to do this with is your biceps. Any kind of curl you're doing, it's easy to squeeze. Even though you're standing, sitting, you can easily just do this and squeeze, right? Everybody can do this. That's why that's one of the few body parts that it's almost impossible to not grow by working out. Male, female, does not matter. You curl something repeatedly, your arms will grow. Worst case, you'll get stronger, right? It's very easy to do that, but with the chest, it's difficult. The chest and the back are two difficult muscles. The back, I don't know why, it just is. Maybe because you can't see it. And the chest is not like you're bench pressing, you're looking up, but when you're curling, you can literally look at that dumbbell and make that connection, right? Squeeze, you can easily, you're always seeing it with your eyes. Perhaps that's the reason why. But until you make that mind muscle connection and you really activate, like even now, when I do this, I can squeeze my chest. Years ago, if I did that, I didn't feel anything. It's not because I have a chest. You're supposed to feel that even if you don't have a chest. But don't worry, if you don't feel that, practice these things and you will eventually start to feel this. 22%. That is a huge number. Huge number. Think about that. Well-trained, meaning very buff dudes, by making a mind-muscle connection can activate the muscles 22%. That's some serious strength gains and some serious muscle growth right there, right? That's almost like magical. Almost like magic.
And seems to result in faster growth over time. To do so, we need to first change the way you think about pressing. Although throughout the video I've been using terms like pressing and pushing the weight up, that's not actually what the chest does. The chest is mainly responsible for a movement called horizontal adduction, which is the act of bringing your arms together. So to properly activate your chest while you bench, do push-ups, or any pressing motion, you need to shift your thinking from pushing and instead to pulling your arms together.
This is why when you go on the fly machine and you do this, the same machine you can go like this for your rear delts. You know, you rotate the arms and you can, pretty much every gym has them. This is why when you do this, you feel that squeeze. Right? Bring it like this, you feel that squeeze. Now, here's a tip for you. If you're doing this exercise and your elbows are bending a lot, again, the weight is too heavy. And the tightness you feel that you think is your chest, it's not your chest, it's actually your shoulders. I know this, because I slightly hurt myself there. Great sports chiropractor pointed this out to me. The more you T-Rex your arms in, and you see these guys doing the stack, half the stack, and they're going, no damn chest. I am there warming up with 50, going to 70, 110, 130. I've seen huge dudes on there like doing 150. And then some small guy or overweight guys doing the stack where their arm is bent, thinking they're doing their chest. They're not working a goddamn thing. They're not working anything, right? Lifting too heavy.
Which as a result is what moves the weight up. To reinforce this, I want you to try this exercise right now as you're watching, and then do it right before the next time you press. Stand with one arm out to the side and the other holding your chest.
It's actually a pretty good exercise to do. You'll see sometimes guys doing it on the incline machine where they put one hand here, making that mind muscle connect. Just putting your hand here and then you do this. Like if I do this, I can squeeze my right pec. But if I do this and I do this, it's significantly tighter. Not what he's saying, but just pushing forward, you can actually feel it significantly tighter. Similarly, when you do this, you put your hand here and go like this, you can feel the tightness easier. Now on that machine, it almost forces you to do it properly. As long as you're not bending the elbow so much, a slight bend is okay, all right? That's why that machine is a very good machine to use to make the mind muscle connection before you go and bench press, all right?
This is ultimately what caused me to have a really strong bench press, but no chest to show for it. What is it? Ego. If you properly apply the tips that we went through, you're going to start actually using your chest when you press. But since your chest is relatively weak compared to your other stronger muscles that usually take over, you're not going to be able to lift as heavy of a weight as you're used to. When this happens, don't let your ego take over and fall back into bad habits. Realize that now tension is being placed where it should be. As a result, you'll finally be able to feel and visually see massive chest growth despite using lighter weight.
For several weeks, and my chest got bigger, right? And I actually got stronger because I could feel that muscle more, could get that blood in there, feel that pump a lot more. And here's another tip for you guys, right? It's an advanced tip, but very effective. Pre-exhaust your chest. When we're doing this a while ago, do that on the pec deck machine, right? Before you do your bench press, before. Why is this? If anybody can answer this question, I'll give them $20 cash out. Chest muscle is weak compared to your triceps, your shoulders, as he has pointed out before, right? So what happens when you're benching? What's going to fail first? It's not your chest. It's actually your arms that are going to fail. When you can't move the weight, it's not your chest that's tired. It's your arms that are tired, your triceps, your shoulders, right? Your back from stabilizing. That's what's fatigued. So your chest is being underworked when you work out. You're not maximizing that workout. So what's the solution? You pre-exhaust the chest muscles before you get to the bench press. So when you're doing your pec deck flies, right? That's all chest, or mostly chest. You do a couple sets of that, you feel this great pump, you've hammered the chest, then you go do your bench press. Now, just like he said, right? You're gonna lift less, but your chest will be activated more. And you'll feel it. You will feel it when you do your working sets, guaranteed. You'll have to lift less, but you'll feel it more, which is the goal, right? You're trying to build that chest. Less is more, guys.
And it won't take long for you to return to what you were lifting before, but this time it'll be because your chest is getting bigger and stronger. So lighten the weight, take it slow, and trust the process. I can't stress how important this is.
I don't care if you follow all the advice in this video, all the workout advice I give you. If your diet is not there, you will not grow. You don't grow in the gym, you grow outside the gym. You need enough protein. 1 gram per pound of body weight is pretty standard. You also need enough carbs and fats to fuel that growth. You do. You cannot grow without feeding the machine. It's impossible. You need protein. You need enough protein. That's just how it is, guys. Because you are determined to transform your body, you made it to the end of this video. To get more tips about how to look great and feel even better, check out one of these videos you see on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy them. So later's my massive. Me I go long now. For those who don't speak Jamaican patois, that's goodbye, my people.